Everyone, you to take a moment, wherever you are, to pause and breathe deeply. Take in the power of this present moment, because right here, right now, there is something profound happening. Something larger than you, larger than what you've seen with your eyes, larger than the struggles you've faced. You see, we often look at the world around us, at the challenges, the obstacles, and we begin to believe that this is all there is. But I am here to tell you today, God is about to do it for you suddenly. Your breakthrough is not a distant dream. It is closer than you think. Now, when I say a suddenly, I am speaking about a shift, a powerful, unexpected turn of events that changes everything. Think of it as a divine intervention in your life, something that you weren't expecting, but now, looking back, you see that it was always meant to happen. In every moment, there is energy. And the energy you carry, the thoughts you hold, the beliefs you choose to embrace, they shape your reality. You may have been carrying heavy burdens, facing setbacks, and feeling like the odds are against you. But understand this, your environment does not dictate your future. There is a power within you, and that power is connected to the divine. It's not just something you experience, it's something you create. You are co-creating your reality with God, and right now, that power is about to break forth in ways that you can't even comprehend. Imagine yourself stepping into a new chapter. A chapter of abundance, peace, and favor. It's happening in the unseen realm right now. Your thoughts are starting to align with the possibilities of God's goodness, and things are shifting on your behalf.
The universe, the divine energy, is responding to your heart's desires.
You are not waiting on God to move. God is waiting on you to realize that the blessings are already in motion. In the stillness of your spirit, take a moment to recognize the power of this moment. Feel it in your bones. Feel it in your soul. God's blessings don't always come the way we expect, but they come with the perfect timing. They arrive when we are ready to receive them, when we open our hearts to believe that what is promised will manifest. You've been praying, you've been waiting, you've been working, and now God is ready to release His promises to you. The doors you thought were closed, they're about to swing wide open. The chains you thought were unbreakable, they are about to fall away. The dreams that seemed impossible, they're about to become your reality. Suddenly, things will change. You will look around, and what once felt impossible will be right before your eyes. And in that moment, you'll know it wasn't by your own doing. It was by divine favor, by grace, by God's love moving in your life. But there's something important here. You must believe. You must elevate your consciousness to match the level of your divine destiny. You are worthy of everything that is about to come. And when you align your mind, heart, and soul with this truth, you'll find that blessings don't just come, they rush in. Get ready because your moment is now. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is no longer far off. It's already on its way. The sudden shift is coming, and when it does, you'll be ready to step into the fullness of God's blessings. So step into this moment. Let go of fear. Let go of doubt. Embrace what God is about to do it for you. Suddenly, blessings are on their way, and they are bigger, greater, and more abundant than you ever imagined. Embracing the present moment means understanding the power and significance of now. Often we are so focused on the past or consumed by worries about the future that we overlook the potential of the present. However, the present is where transformation happens. It's where God's blessings can flow into our lives and where we are truly able to connect with the divine. If we keep looking backward or projecting forward, we miss out on the opportunities unfolding before us. The present moment holds all the energy we need to manifest change, to grow, and to experience God's goodness. This moment is not just a fleeting period of time. It is the only time we have the power to influence. Everything we do, think, or feel in the present moment has the potential to shift our circumstances. When we truly embrace this moment, we let go of regrets from the past and anxieties about the future, allowing ourselves to fully inhabit the now. This is where our power lies. By focusing on the present, we align ourselves with the flow of divine energy. In the stillness of the moment, we can hear God's whispers, feel His presence, and receive His guidance. It's in the present that we discover the clarity to make decisions and the peace to trust that everything is unfolding as it should. When we embrace the present, we are also practicing gratitude. We recognize that everything we need is already available to us in this moment, and that we are already equipped to step into the blessings that are on their way. The present moment, when fully embraced, becomes a gateway to divine manifestation. A sudden breakthrough is one of the most powerful and unexpected experiences that can occur in life. It happens when everything seems to align in a moment of clarity and transformation. For so long, we may feel stuck, trapped in circumstances, or caught in a cycle of waiting for change. But then, almost out of nowhere, things shift. The breakthrough comes when we least expect it, often when we've released our expectations or stopped trying to control the outcome. It's a reminder that there's a divine timing at play that is much bigger than our understanding. This sudden shift can take many forms: a new opportunity, a fresh perspective, a moment of healing, or a door opening where there was once a wall. It often happens when we've let go of the idea that we need to force things to happen. When we stop stressing over the how and when, that's when God moves in and creates a breakthrough. We can spend so much time focusing on our problems or desires, thinking that our struggles are obstacles too big to overcome. But breakthroughs remind us that nothing is impossible. It's the moment when we realize that what seemed like an insurmountable challenge was just a setup for a greater opportunity. Suddenly, we see clearly what was once hidden from us, and what we thought was out of reach is now within our grasp. A sudden breakthrough is also a moment of clarity where things fall into place effortlessly. It's not just about the result, but about the realization that God is moving in ways we cannot always see. These divine shifts happen when we open ourselves to the flow of possibility, when we trust that the universe is aligning events to serve our greater good. Energy is the invisible force that influences everything around us. It is present in our thoughts, our emotions, and in the way we interact with the world. We often don't realize how much our internal energy shapes our external reality. The thoughts we hold, the beliefs we cling to, and the way we perceive ourselves in our circumstances are all forms of energy that affect how we experience life. If our thoughts are negative or full of fear, we attract situations and people that reflect those energies. Conversely, when we cultivate positive thoughts, faith, and gratitude, we begin to attract more of the good things we desire. This energy isn't just a passive force, it's an active one. What we focus on expands. Our energy creates a magnetic field around us, drawing in similar vibrations from the universe. If we focus on abundance, peace, and love, we create an energy that invites more of those things into our lives. On the other hand, focusing on lack, fear, or doubt invites more of those experiences. It's about harnessing the power of our minds and aligning them with what we want to manifest in our lives. The belief that our energy is simply a reflection of what happens to us is a misconception. We are the ones who shape it. It is not about waiting for the world to change around us. It's about shifting our inner state to match the reality we want to create. When we change our thoughts, we change our energy. And when we change our energy, we change our lives. God's blessings and miracles are not only a result of external circumstances, but of the energy we project into the world and the energy we allow to flow through us. This energy creates the conditions for divine manifestation. Co-creation with God is one of the most empowering concepts to understand in our spiritual journey. It means recognizing that we are not passive bystanders in our lives, waiting for things to happen. Instead, we are active participants, working alongside a divine presence to bring our desires and purpose into fruition. God has given us the gift of free will, the power to think, choose, and act, which means that we are co-creating our realities every single day. When we view ourselves as co-creators, we begin to realize that we have the power to shape our lives through the thoughts we think, the beliefs we hold, and the actions we do. God provides us with the resources, the guidance, and the opportunities, but it is up to us to align with those blessings, to take inspired action, and to trust that everything is unfolding according to a higher plan. We are partners in the process of creation, not mere recipients of divine favor. This co-creation is not about forcing or controlling outcomes, but about being in harmony with the divine will. It requires us to have faith and trust, knowing that God is always working for our highest good, even when things don't look the way we expect. Our role is to stay open, to remain in alignment with God's plan, and to use our energy to take steps toward our goals, while leaving the timing and the specifics to God. When we work with God as co-creators, we begin to understand that there is a divine flow that is always available to us. This flow doesn't just move when we're desperate or struggling, but when we align our hearts, minds, and actions with the divine will. It is an ongoing process of collaboration where we continue to co-create our reality through faith, intention, and trust. The unseen shifts happening in our lives are often the most powerful, yet they can be the hardest to recognize in the moment. We live in a world that emphasizes what we can see, what we can touch, and what is tangible. But the truth is, transformation often begins on a deeper level, beyond the physical realm. In many cases, the most significant changes are happening quietly, out of sight, as God works behind the scenes to align things in our favor. These shifts are part of a divine process, orchestrated with perfect timing. Sometimes we don't see the full picture or understand how everything is coming together, but we are constantly being moved into position for the blessings that are already set in motion. Even when we feel stuck or uncertain, things are still shifting, changing in ways we cannot yet comprehend. The challenges we face, the obstacles that seem to stand in our way, are often just a part of the unseen work that's happening to prepare us for what's coming. It's easy to become discouraged when we don't immediately see the fruits of our labor or feel like progress is slow. But that's when it's crucial to trust that things are happening behind the scenes. The universe is responding to our faith, our energy, and our intentions. And even if we can't see it right now, things are unfolding in our favor. These unseen shifts create the conditions for our breakthroughs to happen. They are the moments when God is rearranging the circumstances, aligning people, and opening doors that we couldn't have imagined. We may feel like the door to our dreams is locked, the chains of our limitations are too strong, and the obstacles in our path are too great to conquer. But the truth is, what may seem impossible is often just a perception. The walls we face aren't as solid as they appear, and the chains that bind us are not as unbreakable as we think. With God's help, everything that appears insurmountable can be overcome. What seems impossible is often an invitation to trust in divine intervention. It is in these moments of struggle that we are called to believe that there is something greater at work behind the scenes. When we let go of the belief that we are powerless and instead believe that God is on our side, miracles begin to happen. The impossible starts to shift. God has the ability to make a way where there seems to be no way. What appears as a locked door can suddenly be opened, and the chains that have held us captive can break without warning. These moments may not come in the way we expect, but they always come when we need them most. The very things we thought were beyond us are the things that God is working to bring into our lives. In these moments, it's important to remember that our strength doesn't come from our own power alone, but from our faith and the belief that God is with us, enabling us to do what we once thought was impossible. Our mindset is key in overcoming limitations. When we shift from thinking something is impossible to believing it can be done, we create the space for God to move. Faith and belief are the foundation upon which everything is built. Without them, we find ourselves stuck in a cycle of doubt and uncertainty, unable to see the possibilities before us. When we elevate our consciousness and align our thoughts with our highest aspirations, we open ourselves to a world of opportunities that were once beyond our grasp. It's not just about wishful thinking or hoping for the best, but about deeply trusting in the process of life, believing that the divine is at work in every aspect of our existence. The power of belief is transformed. When we truly believe that something is possible, we begin to see the pathways that lead us to our goals. Our actions align with our beliefs and our energy shifts to match the frequency of what we desire. This shift in perspective can turn what once seemed impossible into something achievable. Belief is not just a passive thought. It's an active force that propels us forward. It motivates us to take the steps necessary to bring our dreams into reality, even when we can't see the end result. Faith is a choice, a decision to trust even when things don't make sense. It's about having confidence that everything is unfolding as it should, even if we don't have all the answers. The moment we choose faith, we allow ourselves to release the burden of control and surrender to the divine plan. When we align ourselves with this higher energy, we begin to see how everything is working in our favor, even in times of struggle. Believing in something greater than ourselves allows us to step into the fullness of our potential. It unlocks doors we didn't know existed, and it helps us move beyond the limitations of fear and doubt. Through faith, we tap into a divine force that guides us, supports us, and empowers us to reach heights we once thought unattainable. When we begin to truly prepare for the blessings that are coming our way, we must first open ourselves up to the reality that they are already on their way. Often, we hold on to the belief that the best is still out of reach, or that we need to wait for some perfect moment to receive what's promised to us. But the truth is, blessings are already in motion, and it's only a matter of time before they manifest in our lives. The key is to get ready, not by forcing things to happen, but by aligning ourselves with the divine flow of abundance that is all around us. This process of preparation begins with a shift in mindset. It's about moving from a place of lack or scarcity to one of abundance and possibility. When we start to believe that we are deserving of God's blessings, we open the floodgates for them to pour into our lives. It's not about waiting for something to happen. It's about realizing that everything we need is already on its way, and we must position ourselves to receive it. Preparation also involves taking practical steps to align our actions with our desires. If we believe that financial blessings are coming, we begin to manage our resources with wisdom and gratitude. If we are waiting for love, we open our hearts to healing and growth. If we are waiting for a breakthrough, we remain focused on our purpose and continue taking action, even when the results are not immediately visible. The blessings that are on their way are not just random gifts. They are the result of our preparation, faith, and alignment with divine timing. When we embrace the reality that they are already in motion, we allow ourselves to experience them with greater joy, peace, and gratitude. This is the moment when we step into the fullness of what has always been meant for us.